Okay, click on OK. Yeah. Today concept name is first arrays. Today first concept to array. What is array? Array is nothing but it is a special type of variable. It is a special type of variable which can hold the multiple values. Which can hold the multiple values. Array is nothing but it is a special type of variable which can hold the multiple values. There are three types of arrays. There are three types of arrays. One is single dimensional array. Second one is multi-dimensional array. Third one is object array. Before going to array concept, if it is variable, we can store the single value. If it is array, we can store the multiple values. So, if you want to learn array, so first of all, you should know only one thing. So, this is array. For example, I am taking one array. If you want to add anything to array, if you want to get anything from array, we will use index concept. Array index start with 0. Array index start with 0. If you want to add anything to array, if you want to get anything from array, we will use index concept. Array index start with 0. 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 This is very, very important. Array index start with 0. If you want to add anything to array, if you want to get anything from array, we will use index concept. Array index start with 0. Array index start with 0. There are three types of arrays. One is single dimensional array, second one is multi-dimensional array, third one is object array. First single dimensional array syntax. First single dimensional array syntax. Data type, array name equal to new data type, size of array. Simply we can write into a equal to new into 5. So this is single dimensional array syntax. If it is multi-dimensional array, into a equal to new into 4 rows. Something sounds coming from you. What happened, sir?
No sense, sir. Nothing.
Just ting, ting, ting sounds coming. Now,
That one is clock maybe.
okay. Clock. Okay. Into a equal to new into 4 rows, 5 columns. Into a equal to this is multi-dimensional array. So, next, object array is used for store the multi-data types. If you want to store the multi-data types, we will use object array. Object array is used for object array. Object array is used for object array is for storing the multi-data types. Multi-data types. Object array is used for store the multi-data types. Storing the multi-data types. So object O should be cap. Whenever declaring object array, O should be cap. Object A size I am giving 4. So I am giving 4 equal to new object. New object. So size. So sorry. Object A equal to new object. It is dominating your voice, that sound, clock sound also. It is very clear. So that is GoToMeeting software. So compulsory it will capture all the sounds. Pin drop silent. You have 0 equal to something. I'm storing Akhil. Akhil is a string data type. Akhil is a string data type. Akhil is a string data type. Next, f1 equal to a. It is a character data type, and f2 f2 equal to 300 integer data type. f4 f4 equal to 0.004. So it is a decimal data type. There are four data types: string data type, character data type, integer data type, decimal data type. So if you want to store all the data types, we will use object array. Object array is used for store the multi data types. If object array is used for store the multi data types. So how to declare object array? Object A equal to new object, size 4 I am giving. So f0 is Akhil, f1 equal to A, that is the character data type, f2 is equal to 300 integer data type, f4 equal, sorry, f3 equal to, f3 equal to, f3 equal to 0.04, f3 equal to 0.04. So it is a decimal data type. So if you want to store the multi data types, you will use object arrays concept. So today first concept array is over. So using this array concept, we will discuss today concept. Today first concept name is exception handling. Today first concept name is exception handling. Very very important
Exception.
in entire Java. Exception handling. Exception handling. What do you mean by exception? First of all, we should know. Here we can learn 10 interview questions. First of all, we should know what is exception. Exception is nothing but while writing the Java code, writing the Java code, while writing the Java code, there are some chances the there are some chances the code which we have written, the code which we have written can't executed by Java, can't executed by Java. So such type of situation is known as situation. Such type of situation is known as exception. While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. So such type of situation is known as exception. While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. So such type of situation is known as exception. There are two exceptions available in Java. There are two exceptions available in Java. There are two exceptions available in Java. One is cart exception. One is cart exception. Other one is uncart exception. Uncart exception. One is cart exception. Other one is uncart exception. What do you mean by cart exception? Cart exception means while writing the Java code, 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 if at all any missing, if at all any missing, like, comma, full stop, semicolon, bracket, whatever it is. So if at all any missing, Java will show you like semicolon, brackets, or comma, semicolon, comma, bracket. So if it is any missing, Java will show you underline or into mark, underline or into mark. into mark. So if it is showing underline or into mark, so we can alert and we can rectify the problem. Why it is showing underline, something is missed. What is that? So we can find out the solution. At any cost, we can find out the solution. Why? Because it is showing underline. That means we did some mistake. What is that mistake? We can find out, we can do Google, or we can call to our friend, and while writing the Java code, it is showing, why it is showing the, so we can ask to someone and we can rectify the problem at any cost, or otherwise we can go to Google and we can search whenever writing the code why it is showing like this. So Google will tell you some solution. So at any cost we can rectify the problem. That is called cart exception. Next, uncart exception. While writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will not show you anything. Simply it will sit. During execution, it will not execute. So that is called uncaught exception. While writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will not show you anything. Simply it will sit. During execution, it will not execute. So that is called uncaught exception. So if it is caught exception, at any cost, we can rectify the problem. So but if it is uncaught exception, we can't. Why? Because it will not show you any error. Simply it will sit to, during execution, it will not execute. So that is called uncaught exception. If you want to find out uncaught exceptions, we will use
Hmm.
try, catch, finally. If you want to find out uncaught exceptions, we will use try, catch, finally. We will use try, catch, finally. So where exactly we will use try block, we will discuss now. If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, if you have doubt on any particular block of statement, if you have doubt on any particular block of statement, just better to keep in try block. If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. Finally, at any cost it will execute. So finally it here is not mandated. Just for understanding purpose, we will discuss finally. So if it is try executing or not, catch executing or not, at any cost, finally it will execute. If it is try executing or not, catch executing or not, finally at any cost it will execute. If it is try executing or not, catch executing or not, finally at any cost it will execute. So this is try, catch, finally. So there are two exceptions. First, exception handling. Exception means while writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. So such type of situation is known as exception. There are two exceptions available in Java. One is cart exception, other one is uncart exception. Cart exception means while writing the Java code, if at all any missing like semicolon, bracket, anything, comma, full stop. So it will show you underline. So if it is showing underline, we can alert and we can rectify the problem. So that is cart exception. Uncart exception means while writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will not show you anything. Simply it will sit to, during execution it will not execute. So that is called uncart exception. If you want to find out uncart exceptions, we will use try, catch, and finally. Where exactly we will use try? If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block. Just better to keep in try block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. So what is that error? We can get in catch block. Finally, at any cost, it will execute. If it is try executing or not, catch executing or not, at any cost, it will execute. Okay, it's fine. So, sir, you said if you have doubt on only particular block of statements, just better to keep in try block, you said, sir. Actually, I have 50 blocks, sir. I have nearly doubt on nearly 50 blocks, sir. What should I do now? So you said, sir, you have doubt on any particular block of statements, just to better to keep in try block, you said, sir. But actually, I have one block, I have one statement, sir. Nearly, I have doubt on nearly 50 statements, sir. What should I do? So that time, we should write to 50 times try and 50 times catch. So program will be lengthy. So if you have only doubt on only particular block of statements, just we can keep in try block. What is that error? We can get in catch block. Okay, it's very cool. So if you have doubt on multiple blocks, that multiple times we should write catch and finally, sorry, try and catch. So program will be lengthy. So instead of try and catch, always we will use throws. What is throws? Throws is a predefined class in Java. It can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. It can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. We can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. So throws is a predefined class in Java. It can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. Okay, this is throws, right? Here, 10 interview questions. What is exception? While writing the Java code, there are some chances the code which we have written can't executed by Java. So such type of situation is known as exception. How many exceptions available in Java? There are two exceptions. One is caught exception, other one is uncaught exception. So third question, what is caught exception? While writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will show you underline or into mark or error message. So that is called caught exception. So while writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will show you underline or into mark or error message. If it is showing underline or error message, we can alert and we can rectify the problem at any cost. So that is called caught exception. What is uncaught exception? While writing the Java code, if at all any missing, Java will not show you anything. Simply it will sit during execution. It will not execute. So that is called uncaught exception. Okay, over. What are the, how to find out uncaught exceptions? We have three. We will use try, catch, and finally. These are the keywords. So what is try? If you have doubt on any particular block of statements, just we can keep in try block. What is catch? What is that error we can get in catch block? What is finally? If it is try executing or not, catch executing or not, try executing or not, catch executing or not, finally at any cost it will execute. Finally at any cost it will execute. Okay, right. So what are the main drawbacks in try and catch? So if you have doubt on only particular block of statements, just we can keep in try block. What is that error we can get in catch block? So only if you have doubt on only particular block, okay, we can use try and catch. If you have multiple blocks, if you have doubt on multiple blocks, that multiple times we should write try and catch. So program will be lengthy. So instead of try and catch, we will use throws. What is throws? Throws is a predefined class in Java. What is the use of throws? We can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. At a time, we can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. That is exception handling concept. So now I will explain with you example. I will explain with you example, that is exception handling concept. Very, very important concept in entire Java, sir. Exception handling. All right. Go to Eclipse. Once again, I'm taking new class. Take the new project. First of all, I will teach you project also once again. How to create project, Java project. Click on next. Project name is UK. Click on finish. After creating project, we can get two folders, SRC and JRE. Right click on SRC, take the new class. Class name is EXE. Keep the mark public static void menu. Click on finish. Yeah. Yes, YS for control space. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Now I am declaring one array into A equal to new int and giving size 4. You have to and giving 200. You have 4 and giving 800. So here one card exception here. Why it is showing error, sir?
Uh, 800 is too lengthy, maybe.
No.
Semicolon, sir.
Semicolon. There is no semicolon. So that is showing error. So this is card exception, sir. So in this line we have an uncaught exception. What is that? In this line we have one uncaught exception, sir.
Mm,
So you also doubt. Okay, we have one uncaught exception in this line. So what is that line? If I click run now, if I click run, save, click on run. Good morning, sir. Exception. What is exception? What is that exception? So that's the reason. So I'm writing in try block. I have doubt on this block. What is that error? I need to find out. I'm going to catch exception E dot get message. What is that message? Why it is showing? Why? What is the uncaught exception? I need to find out. So I'm writing in catch block. Save. Okay. What is that error? We can get it now. 4. What is 4? There is one uncaught exception, but it is showing only 4. What is that 4? What is that 4?
integer value.
Hmm. No, already told you. Today's session, one word repeatedly, nearly I said 10 times. What is that? Array index start with 0, sir. I gave array
Okay,
size
okay.
is 4, sir. It start with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. Finished. If I write 4, so it need to show error. It is not showing an error. So this is called uncaught exception. So if you want clear console, here we will use one method, sir. If you want clear console, here we will use one method. E dot print stack trace. What is that error? Now it will show you in very clear manner in console. Okay, okay. Java long array index out of bound exception. Why? Because array started with 0. Array index start with 0. It started with 0.
0.
I gave size 4. It started with 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. Size is over. So I gave 4. So that's the reason it is showing array bound long array index out of bound exception 4 and exception it is showing. So good morning, sir. And 4. What is that error? That is 4 it is showing. So e print stack trace method is used for what is that exception clearly we can get in console area. Right. Here also I'm writing one printed statements SYSO control space. Hello Selenium. Hello Selenium. We are coming. We are coming. We are coming. Next. Finally, at any cost it will execute. Already I told you. Tata. Now this is the first situation, sir. You should tell the logic. So I'm clicking on run now. Save, click on run now. So it is showing for hello Selenium we are coming, Tata it is showing, but have you practiced yesterday concept? It is not printing. Why it is not printing yesterday concept? Have you practiced yesterday concept not printing? Why it is not printing?
When string data means
There is one logic.
you mean declaration of
No, there is one logic. You should think what is that logic. Actually, here we have exception, sir. We have one exception, that is for whenever the exception occur, it will come to catch block, sir. It will not execute remaining blocks, sir. Actually, we are going to Vijayawada, sir, for example. So, in between Vijayawada and Hyderabad, in between tire punctured, sir. So, we will not go to Vijayawada. First, we will go to puncture shop. So, like whenever the exception occur, so it will come to catch block. It will not execute remaining blocks, sir. It will not execute remaining blocks. That is the logic, sir. So it will not execute remaining blocks. Whenever the exception occur, directly it will come to catch block. It will not execute remaining blocks. That is the first logic. That's the reason here it is showing only for hello Selenium, we are coming and Tata. It is showing. So not printing is this one.
hmm.
Here good morning also will come, sir. Good morning always will come. So good morning always will come. Good morning is there. Okay, logic. Got it, sir?
Yeah.
Next one.
So to get that one, how we can rectify?
Rectify means then we got the solution. So here we should mention 5. So that means there is no exception. There is no exception. We rectified the problem. Save, click on run. Save, click on run. Save, click on run. Now it is showing good morning, sir. Have you practiced yesterday concept? Tata is it is coming. Hello Selenium, we are coming. It is not printing. Why it is not printing? Okay. What is the reason, sir? Good morning is coming. Have you practiced yesterday session coming? And hello Selene, we are coming, not coming. Tata is coming. Tata always will come. But here, have you practiced yesterday session coming? But hello Selene, we are coming, not printing. Why it is not printing? Logic is there, sir.
Again, the same logic, which means
No.
uh,
What is the logic behind that?
mm,
Here is logic is there is no exception. It will not come to catch block. Here is no exception. It will not come to catch block. Here is no exception. It will not come to catch block. Here is no exception. It will not come to catch block. Here is no exception. It will not come to catch block. If it is exception is there, then it will come to catch block. If it is there is no exception, it will not come to catch block. That is the reason. That is the reason. So got it, sir?
Yeah.
That is the exception handling, sir. Okay, concept is over, sir. Clear? You should practice, sir. After practice, you can get it, sir. Okay,
Okay.
right. Go for next concept. Next concept name is dynamic handling file system concept. Next concept name is dynamic handling file system concept. Dynamic handling file system concept. Before going to dynamic handling file system concept, first of all, we should know flat file. What is flat file? Before going to dynamic handling file system concept, first of all, we should know what is flat file. Flat file, nothing but it doesn't have any predefined format. It doesn't have any predefined format. Predefined format. It doesn't have any predefined format. That's the reason we are calling it is a flat file. Just like it is a notepad test document. There is no restrictions. Whatever you want, you can write it. So there is no restrictions. That's the reason we will call it is a flat file. Flat file is nothing but it doesn't have any predefined format. That's the reason we are calling it is a flat file. It is a flat file. So today concept is dynamic handling file system concept. Very important concept. Indirectly we will use in Selenium. Indirectly we will use in Selenium. So what is that concept? We will discuss now. If you want create a new file in file system, if you want create a new file in file system, if you want create a new file in file system, comma, if you want write the data into the file system, if you want write the data into the file system, if you want write the data into the file system, comma, if you want read the, if you want read the data from file in, if you want data, if you want to write the data into the file in file system, file in file system, if you want to read the data from file system, if you want read the data from file in file system, we will use file system concept. So if you want create a new file in file system, if you want write the data into the file in file system, if you want to read the data from file in file system, we will use file system concept. We will use file system concept. For that, without going to D drive or E drive or F drive, directly through code, we can create a new file in file system. We can write the data into the file in file system. We can get that, we can read the data from file system. We will use file system concept. We will use file system concept. For that, we are using 5 predefined classes. For that, we are using 5 predefined classes. For that, we are using 5 predefined classes. Very important concept. Concentrate. So here we are using 5 predefined classes. One is file, file writer, buffer writer, file reader, buffer reader. For that we are using 5 predefined classes, sir. Without going to D drive or E drive directly, we can create a new file in file system. We can write the data into the file system. We can get the data from file system. We will use file system concept. For that we are using 5 predefined classes. File, file writer, buffer writer, file reader, buffer reader. So what is the use of file? Using file, using the file is a predefined class. File writer also it is a predefined class. Buffer writer also it is a predefined class. File reader also it is a predefined class. Buffer reader also it is a predefined class. What is the use of file? Using file, we can create a new file in file system. We can create a new file in file system. Using file writer, we can write the data into the file system. Using file writer, we can write the data into the file system. If you use only file writer, we can't write the data into the file system. Compulsory, we should take the reference from buffer writer. Then only we can able to write the data into the file system. Only for this logic purpose we are learning. So actually, if you use only file writer, we can't write the data into the file system. Compulsory, we should take the reference from buffer writer. Then only we can able to write the data into the file system. That's the reason we are learning this concept. Only just single logic purpose. Okay, this concept is only for only one logic. If you write only file writer, we can't write the data into the file system. So compulsory, we should take the reference from buffer writer. Then only we can able to write the data into the file system. Next, file reader. Using file reader, we can read the data from file system. If you use only file reader, we can't read the data from file system. Compulsory, we should take the reference from buffer reader. Then only we can able to get the data from file system. So for that purpose, we are using these predefined classes. Without going to derive or anywhere, directly through code, we can create one file, we can write the data into the file, and we can get the data from file. That is the concept of dynamic handling file system concept. For that, we are using 5 predefined classes: file, file writer, buffer writer, file writer, buffer writer. So with example, I will show you. So just concentrate, sir. Just this is something programming. So very easy. So only this logic purpose we are learning. If you write only file writer, we can't write the data into the file system. Compulsory, we should take the reference from another class. So that another class is buffer writer. Okay. All right. So through practicals, I will show you. Go to SRC. Take the new class. So don't take class name is file. Why? Because file is already it is a predefined class. Java will feel confused. So just to take a different spell mistake. So I'm keeping the mark public static void mentioning args. Click on finish. So now I'm creating file. How to create file? Just simple, sir. It's very easy. Without going to D drive or E drive, through code direct, we can create a new file. File f equal to new file. File f equal to new file. Where you want file location, we should mention here. So if you want to import the data or export the data, we should use double slash. Okay, in Java or Selenium. So if you want to get the data or if you want to send the data, compulsory we should use double slash. So now I'm creating one file, d colon Rajendra UK, UK, and creating one file UK. Compulsory we should mention double slash here. Without double slash also it will work now. Okay, but in future you should remember that's the reason. Without double slash also it will work, but still you should learn, you should remember. That's the reason we are writing double slash, otherwise no need. Right. F dot create new file. F dot create new file. Here create new file also not very important, but meaningful purpose we are learning. We are writing this create new file. So here is create new file also not very important. So right, I created one file in d colon uk dot text document I'm creating. So if you want any other document Excel file also you can create it. So here these are the file is a predefined class. So we should import the statements. We should import the statements. Sir, just now the previous class, just now today only we discussed one class. That class name is exception handling, but you shown a cart exception, uncart exception, and a try catch finally, but you didn't tell any throws example, sir. Now I will show you throws example. I will show you, sir. So after writing file, it will show, it is showing some underline. So that means it is a predefined class. Whenever you want to use this predefined classes, compulsory we should import the statements. We should import the statements. So file f equal to new file. So f dot create new file. Now I want to write the data into the file. So file writer fw equal to new file writer, new file writer. So give the path of the file. In the d colon only same. So I created one file that is the UK. So in that file I want to write the data. So uk.text, uk.text. All right. So only file writer, we can't write the data into the file system. Compulsory we should take the reference from buffer writer. Buffer writer FW equal to, sorry, buffer writer BW equal to new buffer writer FW. So that logic here only for this logic purpose we are learning this concept, sir. So if you want to write anything with the reference of buffer writer only, we can write the data. So buffer writer write dot write. Hi sir, how are you? Okay. Hi sir, how is you? Okay. So if you want to write a next line, so here we will use bw dot new line. Now I want to write one more line. Bw dot write. So when will you come to Hyderabad, sir? When will you come to Hyderabad? Right. I want to one more line. I want to write one more line. Bw dot new line. New line. So bw dot write. Oh, you will stay in Muti Nagar, right? In India?
Borabanda.
Borabanda, Borabanda. Bw dot write. It is very near from me. It is very near from me. All right. So I wrote data. So compulsory we should use one method, that is bw.flush. It is a predefined method. Compulsory it can hold the data. Without this flush it cannot hold the data. That means it can store the data. Without flush it cannot hold the data. File writer fw equal to file writer fw equal to new file writer buffer writer bw equal to new buffer writer. So after writing this code, something filter writer filter, uh, so file, right, import the statements, file writer. After writing the code, it will show you exceptions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exceptions it is showing. So if you want to handle all the exceptions, always we will use throws. Already I told you. So throws is a predefined class in Java. It can handle all the exceptions, even thousands of exceptions also it can handle. If it is try and catch, 8 times we should write try, 8 times we should write catch. So program will be lengthy. Instead of try and catch, always we will use throws. Just keep the cursor on underline. So add throws declaration. So IO exception. Finished, sir. Once again, I will repeat you, sir. After writing the code, compulsory it will show you some exceptions. That means underlines. So that means errors. So if you want to handle all the exceptions at a time, we will use throws. Throws is a predefined class in Java. It can handle the thousands of exceptions at a time. At a time, we can handle the thousands of exceptions. Now, we created one file and we wrote data into the file. Now, if you have doubt, just go and check in D colon. So it will create one file, and it will write the data into that file, that is UK text. Already it created one file, it wrote how is UK, sir, and how is UK, and when will you come to Hyderabad? It is very near from me. So it created, but I don't want to go every time. I don't want to go to D colon. I don't want to check. So I want to get the data from here. I want to get the data from here. I want to get the data from here. Write the code. So just simple 2 lines, sir. File reader fr equal to new file reader. Give the path. So where it is located exactly? So it is located in D colon. Just write D colon /UK dot text Only if you write only file reader, we can't write the data into the, we can't read the data from file system. So compulsory we should take the buffer reader. Buffered reader br equal to new buffer reader, new buffer reader fr. Only for this logic purpose we are learning Java. Number of times already told you, sir. Only write, if you write file reader, we can't read the data from file system. Compulsory we should take the reference from buffer reader. Then only we can able to get the data from file system. Already we discussed one of the data types, sir, that is Boolean. What is the use of Boolean, sir? Boolean.
Getting the logical expressions.
That means Boolean. We first class
Boolean
itself.
is a
Uh,
is
Boolean.
a data type.
Data type. Okay. What is the use of Boolean? It will give true or false, sir. It will give true or false.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, in future, if you want to use Boolean,
Yes
there is
or
no
no?
yes or no. So if you want to use Boolean in future, there is no chance. So here I will write you one line. If it is data is available or not, I want to check. Okay, here is no need, sir. No need, but just I want to use that Boolean. In future, there is no chance, there is no scope to implement that Boolean. Now I want to use Boolean here. So data is there or not in this D colon UK or text document, it is containing data or not, I want to check here. Boolean. If it is data is there, it will give true. Otherwise, it will give false. Boolean var equal to br dot ready. SYSO control space var. So if it is data is there, it will give true. Otherwise, it will give false. Next, I'm writing while loop. While yesterday we discussed while loop, as long as condition being satisfied. How many lines of data it is containing, I don't know. So if you know correctly, just like 20 lines data is there, 50 lines is there, data is there. Then if you know that figure, then we can use for loop. But I don't know here how many lines of data is there. I don't know. So that's the reason here writing while loop. Br dot ready. So for loop, if it is for loop, we should start with semicolon, curling bracket, store in string, store in string, string is equal to br dot read line, br dot read line. Now print it. So control space, yes. So concept is over, sir. So I created one file, I wrote data into the file, and I'm getting the data from file. So here I'm using these two lines is not very important, sir. I don't want to confuse you, sir. But in future there is no chance to implement these two lines. Boolean we can't implement in future. That is the reason we are using Boolean. Data is there or not, I want to check. So that's the reason I'm writing. So if I click run, so true, it will give first true. After that it will give, hi sir, how is UK? And when will you come to Hyderabad? It is very near from me. Near from me. Just tell
సార్
me.
దానికంటే ముందు ఫైల్ రీడరు ఎఫ్ఆర్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు న్యూ ఫైల్ రీడర్ అది ఎందుకు రాయాల్సి
Without
రాయాలి సార్?
without using file reader, we can't read the data from file system. Without using file reader, we can't read the data from file system. Here I'm keeping the link between those file reader and buffer reader. Buffer reader br equal to new buffer reader fr. That reference are giving here. So that's the reason I'm maintaining linking file reader to buffer reader. I'm maintaining link. That's the reason we are getting the data from that particular file. Otherwise we can't. Otherwise we can't.
You already linked on the top, sir.
That is top is only file writing purpose. So if you want reading purpose, we need maintain one more link. We need to maintain one more link. That's the reason. That's the reason. That is the reason. Only for this logic purpose we are learning this concept, sir. Otherwise, no need. So these are the two concepts, very very important concepts in Java, sir. One is exception handling, other
So
one is
this import on the top of import Java, this will automatically
whenever
comes up.
adding the statements, whenever importing the statements, for example, there is no file reader import statement, so it will show you underline. So once again, we need to import the statements file reader. So after importing the statements, automatically we can get here.
Mhm.
So this is the two concepts, sir. Just practice it. And today, do you have office, sir? Half day or full day?
Yeah, full day, sir.
Full day. Only practice it, sir. And tomorrow we will discuss new concept. Tomorrow max I can complete Java. So day after tomorrow we can enter into Selenium. So if you do hard work, if you complete this homework means this work. If you practice, then I can complete tomorrow.
Okay. So, sir, yesterday class, today class is
Recorded files. Now I will send
any.
you. Sir. Now within minutes I will send you, sir. Okay. So save,
Okay.
click on run it. Save, click on run it. So we can get in console. We can get in console here is true. Hi sir, how is UK? When will you come to Hyderabad? It is very near from me. So this is the
What
concept.
about this red line, sir? Red lines
Just actually
is
this
nothing.
why it is showing red line. So I'm using still old version of Eclipse. So that's the reason it is showing it is not comfortable with this Eclipse. That's the reason it is showing underline. So but still we can work with this Java with Eclipse. Okay, still I'm using 1947 Java, sir. Why I'm using still here is compatibility. Just now 15 days since from 15 days we are getting this underline, but this is not big issue. So we are getting console or not. This is our intention. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, have a nice day. Stop the record mode, sir. This recorded file I will send you within minutes, sir. Have a nice day. Take care, sir. Bye, sir.